What's up, guys? Doomwake here, and welcome back to some more post-ban Pioneer. Before we continue, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, let me know what you thought in the comments section down below. So what we are going to be doing today is showcasing a Hardened Scales list that we kind of built a little bit live on stream. I had an idea for this deck because I had been trying a ton of different Hardened Scales plus Heartfire Hero decks in Pioneer, and I was missing a sacrifice outlet. Now, we have been playing Voldaren Thrillseeker, but that one's kind of expensive. And I had the brilliant idea, I had the idea, it was mostly a suggestion by somebody in chat, but Scorn-Blade Berserker, which is a card that I've played in the past in sort of various white-black human sacrifice decks, and, you know, this one is a human, but it also gives you a cheap sack outlet for Heartfire Hero, which is very important. And there's a lot going on here. So Hardened Scales plus Winding Constrictor is kind of the two cards that we're building around, which allow us to double up counters, right? And both of those very powerful with Heartfire Hero, because when you have a Scales and a Hero in play, if you go to target the Hero, you get the Valiant Trigger, which is 2 counters from the Scales, and then say maybe you had Innkeeper's Talon, you still get the original counter from the Talon Trigger, which is 2 more, which immediately gives you 4 counters on Heartfire Hero. And you can kind of see how that gets out of control pretty quickly, especially when you have more consistent sacrifice outlets. Now, that can't really be your entire deck. So we have kind of a secondary engine here where we have Voldaren Thrillseeker, Bloodtithe Harvester, and Scorn-Blade Berserker, all which have reasonable activated abilities alongside a couple of Gingerbrutes. This was a late edition where you want some sort of evasion on your creature because you can, let's say you make a Heartfire Hero big, but you don't have a way to sacrifice it. Gingerbrute can also do that. But what I'm getting at here is a ton of good activated and or cheap activated abilities. Those pair all very well with Agatha's Soul Cauldron. So if you have Soul Cauldron Thrillseeker and you put counters on Hero, now your Hero just has the ability to sack itself for 1 mana. And what's really nice about Bloodtithe Harvester is you can harvest her to discard the Thrillseeker, then eat it with Cauldron, and that sort of gives you a mana discount because you don't have to spend 3 mana upfront for the Thrillseeker. There is another card here that has a decent activated ability with Tender Wildguide. So this is an Offspring card. It's a mana dork for 2 mana 2/2, but you can also tap it to put a counter on it. So if you have that under a Cauldron, you can Cauldron onto Heartfire Hero, and then the hero has the ability to tap to put a counter on itself to make it a little bit bigger. Cauldron also notably targets a creature, so that triggers the Valiant on Heartfire Hero, which is also really important because that lets you target on your turn and your opponent's turn. So a lot of really good synergies going on here. Jitte, maybe not the best card, but it does a couple of things. It's a 1 mana Valiant trigger for Heartfire Hero, and funny enough, Winding Constrictor says counters, not +1/+1 counters. So if you have a Constrictor in play and you connect with a Jitte, you actually get 2 charge counters, which those can add up. And then additionally, we have a couple of Thoughtseizes. You got to play some interaction. Not sure if Thoughtseize is better or worse than Fatal Push. Maybe time will tell. Mana base, nothing too crazy. Bunch of fast lands, ton of dual lands because we are playing sort of a low curve 3-color deck. Mana can be a little bit awkward at times. And then, as far as the sideboard is concerned, this is mostly just experimental. The 4th copy of Thoughtseize, 3 Fatal Pushes. Urbrask's Forge is the card we are choosing to go for in the grindy matchups, where the reason we're playing Forge is because Forge works nicely with Constrictor, where Constrictor can get you a second counter on Forge. Not sure if that's relevant, but that's what we're trying. Rending Volley for Phoenix and other blue and white creature decks, Hearse for Phoenix, Dampic Sphere for Lotus, and then Haywire Mite for the Enigmatic Incarnation deck. Now, I did say we are showcasing because I will say I didn't play a full league with this one. I only had time to play a couple of matches before I had to head out for the day. But I did end up finishing the league off stream, picked up a 3-2, deck showed a lot of promise, and I think there is definitely something here, but I really wanted to showcase you guys these 2 matches, and maybe, just maybe, I'll play a little bit more with it in the future. But in any case, I will see you guys here in just a little bit for round number 1. El Jefe. Alright. Chat, this is the one. This hand looks fine, I guess. Keep. I would play the shit out of Carrion Fader. Yo. Maybe they're playing Naya Scales. Probably not playing Naya Scales. I'm going to lead hero. I need a hero. If this hand isn't playable, then we mulligan the deck. Correct. I mean, the hand's good. The question is, can it defeat my opponent's deck? They're playing mice. No blocks. Okay, not exactly what we wanted. Might as well attack because I'm not going to block. We need to find a Innkeeper's Talent would be a sick draw. Okay. I'm gonna take the damage? Okay, I didn't take 14, thank God. Did not draw a land, though. Or did not draw a spell, rather, excuse me. Green this. Just you wait, though. As soon as I find a way to put a counter on my creature, you are gonna get cooked. Absolutely cooked. You swear Draft is not my alt account? I don't believe you. We have located the Elk Imposter. Kind of sus. Okay, second Sigarda's I was just about to say Hammer with Heartfire Hero sounds dope. But I didn't I didn't finish my sentence, and then they cast Sigarda's Berserker. Come on. Please. I promise my deck does something. I promise you. I promise it does something, okay? You just have to believe me. Who was it that said we needed more lands? Mods, can we ban that person? Alright, they found the hammer. Which means we are dead, right? Because we blocked the hammer. They unblocked one. Alright. Touche. So, these coming in. I was going to say Volley, but all their creatures were white, or red, so probably not Volley. I'm going to trim these. Cut this. Try something like that. Oh, fuck, Haywire Mite, right. Cut these then. Good call. Is that right? Maybe we got the Gingerbrutes and keep the Intis? Yeah, too late. I did get the Mites in, though. Forgot about Haywire Mite. This hand looks really disjointed. I mean, it's a keep. This is what we call the beatdown plan. Turn 1 Gingerbrute, turn 2 Innkeeper's Talent. I mean, if we can find a Scales, it's good. Uh-oh, Monka. It is Monka time. I mean, we can't die next turn, right? So Gingerbrute is good with Agatha Soul Cauldron. And this version of the deck is much more in on Cauldron than the previous versions. So that's kind of the idea. It's really good with Cauldron. It's not bad. So we can go here. And then I think we start loading up on the hero. And we do have Berserker plus hero with Haywire Mite up, so it's something, right? See, this draw looks a lot better than the last one, because we actually have, like, stuff and not just a bunch of scales and no ways to use counters. Just not going to block. Although I guess, do I lose if they have 2 hammers? Padru, thank you for the 3-month resub. All right, fine, just for you. Just for you, Padru. Thank you for the 3-month resub. I do have double hammer, so we go to 4. The question is, can I kill them? 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. I think I can deal... Am I 1 point short? Okay, so Berserker onto hero. Trigger. 4/4, counter there, 5/5. Counter from talent is 6. That's 8 plus 6 is 14. Did I do my math right? Would have been better to go after the Sigarda's Aid. Well, it's the same thing, right? If I respond to the first hammer and target the aid, they just play the second hammer in response. What I could have done was main phase kill the aid, which maybe that was the better line. Oh yeah, I should have done that too. I could have declared the Mite as a blocker. You're right. Yeah, I just took 14 damage for no reason. I just did it too fast. Did it way too fast. So, what if I just did nothing this turn? So go combat, talent, target hero, and then hold up blocker plus Boseiju? It sounds fine, right? And then I can just kill them with the Berserker next turn. I think that's fine. Yeah, we just go here. Because if I go for Berserker, I'm 1 point short. But I mean, I think blocker plus Boseiju should be good, right? Because we can just go chump block, pass priority, and then if they have the trample thing, we can maybe kill their thing that gives trample. Yeah, see, now I can just kill that. Kill them all, block, and then kill them. They get to double equip. Alright, we have done it. We have successfully done it. Kill this. They could have her. They could fetch an untapped land and get a removal spell, I guess. That would do it. Like fetch mountain, have torch or something. Uh-oh. No. Why did I say anything? Okay, well, we should have won this game because I could have just blocked with the Haywire Mite that one turn. So that was my bad. That one's on me. I just took 14 damage for no reason. Oh, man. I couldn't declare blockers first because their creature had flying. I had to kill the Maul first. I can't block first because if I go to blockers, then I can't block. Yeah, that turn was... I messed up that game by not blocking with the Haywire Mite. If I block with the Haywire Mite, that's an easy dub. So that one's on me. I just went too fast that one turn. Yeah, all I had to do was... And the reason I didn't play the Berserker as the second blocker is because the way that backup works... Yeah, so I know I could have played the Berserker, but the problem is, if I play the Berserker, then I can't sack the hero next turn, because the backup ability only gives you the seconds for that one turn. Il Jefe. Okay, this hand plays, right? This hand does stuff. This hand does some stuff and some things. Ooh, a Fairy Dream Thief. We're playing fairies? Fairies jump scare? Not fairies. I repeat, not fairies. Alert, not fairies. Confirmed, not fairies. I think I'm in danger. Should probably not attack here, because they have a 1-2. I am in danger. This is a looter. I don't know what they're doing with the looter, but it can't be anything reasonable. Oh, are they just playing Profts? Based. Absolutely based. That's a fantastic draw. Excuse me. All right. Talent. Il Talente. I would like to make a 5/5 creature. 5/5 creature coming in. I think I'm not going to attack with the Constrictor because they're very likely to double block. And I actually don't want to make that trade. He just didn't type it right the first time. Again, saving the Berserker for the turn that I want to kill them with this. So next turn, we can go talent counter here, makes it a 9/9. This make it an 11/11, which is almost lethal. Not quite, though. They're targeting the Constrictor. Okay. So I guess what I do here is just go to combat, see if they want to block, and then if they don't block, they die. I mean, they're probably going to block with the 1-deuce. Because if I cast the Berserker pre-combat, they're just not going to block, right? Could also equip Jitte, I guess. Let's go here. Let's go equip Jitte. They've ruined the fun of me not. I was going to be able to go Constrictor Jitte, but they did not allow me to do that. Yes, they chump there. So now I guess we just play Wildguide Hero. Get a counter there. Well, actually, is it better to go Wildguide Hero or just go Untap Land Shock Offspring? Offspring line is probably a little bit better. Let's do that. It's like, puts the same number of bodies in play, but it just sort of uses our mana more efficiently. Because then we, you know what I mean, we have, like, access to a lot more stuff that we can do next turn. Okay, they're going to push that and take 7. -7, by the way. So, do we have lethal next turn? Hero, counter. It's 3, 4. Not quite. I mean, they're cooking over there. Uh-oh. Wait, how is this thing 6 power? Oh, because they cruised. Right, okay. Well, that is not ideal. And they're at 6. So, Gingerbrute, Berserker counter, Talent counter, activate. That's only 3 damage. Is there a way that I can make it more? I guess I could sack the Berserker to draw a card, right? So let's go here, here, counter, sack this to draw. Doesn't exactly do it. I believe we are dead. I guess I can survive by getting 3 with the Gingerbrute, but I don't know that I have any outs if I do that. Well, they have to block. Well, the problem is they have an 0/3, right? So if I go counter here and send all 3, they can just put the 0/3 on one of the 2/2s, take 4, go to 2, and then draw and then have 4 power in the air. You can't sacrifice the Gingerbrute for life after you've attacked with it, because you have to tap the Gingerbrute to gain a life with it. Jitte on 2/2, attack as a 3/3. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying Jitte here. No, I can't. Okay, hold on. I figured out the way to survive. We can't equip Jitte though, because we need to spend 2 mana to sack the Gingerbrute. So there's no Jitteing this turn. Because the only way I can survive is popping the Gingerbrute to gain 3. So this theoretically lets me survive. It's like, assuming they have nothing, right? But it's something. GT equip is free. I mean, I guess if I GT equip, I have to untap a land, right? What's the difference? It's just the same thing, right? Because if I spend a mana to equip the GT, then I have to use the GT to untap a land. There's no difference. Oh, I guess it would... Yeah, sure. It would save me a mana the next turn. I don't think that's relevant, though. Right? Like, even if this was equipped here, it wouldn't matter. I go counter here, send both, they go block, block, still have 3 in the air. Can I Harvester into anything to let them? We'll see. I don't know if I have outs off this, but I have to loot. Because I am currently dead on board. That's not going to do it. Alright, tough. I'm willing to believe, alright? I'm willing to believe. I'm going to swap these. I think I like push more. Volley... Yeah, actually, Volley's pretty good too, right? All their creatures are blue. Maybe Volley over push. Or maybe I want both. Cut, like, a Gingerbrute and play 2 of these. Let's try that. That is true. I have not drawn Hardened Scales a lot. That is a very good point. Heartfire Hero is really sick with Jitte, though. I do like that. Those 2 cards together. I'm going to go for Jitte this turn, I think. Rude! Stop! Ozolith would have been nice that game, to be fair. I'm going to save the Thrillseeker for sure. Maybe I'm supposed to kill the Profts there? I don't know. Surely they won't have another removal spell, right? Question is, do I kill the looter? I don't think so. I think I just have to do this. Alright, I have made a 4/4 creature. 4/4 creature. They won't have the 3rd removal spell. They are playing Profs though, so I have to applaud them for playing Profs. Today was a good day. Today was a good day. Oh. Well, hello there. That's nice. I guess I will do this. Go to combat. They can't push this currently. So this is 6. And then we can go put a counter on it and then hit them for 8 if we want to. Yeah, I'm just going to pass. Can probably kill him next turn, right? Is there a world where I go level up talent next turn, maybe? I could even use the Jitte mana first. Or I could just draw land, I guess. I don't know what this does. You may cast target instant or sorcery. Okay. Alright, so they're going to pay the ward. And then, I guess the question is, do we want to use the Jitte in response? I just kill this, right? I have 5 cards in hand. Basically, it's kill this or remove counter, deal them 8. Or I could just deal them 6. I'll just kill this. There are enough artifact creatures in Pioneer that like you pay Patchwork Automaton, Stonecoil Steel. We've tried artifact-based versions of that before, and they always feel like they're missing something. I don't exactly know what they're missing, but they always feel like they're not quite all the way there. Like a version that we played before. Oh, could I have just killed them? Right, I forgot about the talent. I think I could have just killed them, yeah. I'm stupid. Right, because I forgot I was getting another counter off this. It's probably missing Walking Ballista. I mean, you're not wrong. What is that doing in their deck? 1/4 lifelink. When an artifact enters Scry 1, that card can't be good. I mean, it is a lifelink body for profs, I guess. That's the idea. Okay, now they're dead, right? Oh, now they're mega dead. So we go play this. +1/+1. Combat here. 12. Am I 1 short somehow? How am I 1 short? I thought it was more damage. I guess I attack first and then get the Jitte counters? I thought I wasn't 1 short, though. Jitte has 2 counters, by the way. +1/+1. Did I mess up the ordering on this? Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter. Counter here. Alright, deal you 1,000,000. Jesus. God, Winding Constrictor plus Jitte is really hot. Oh yeah, going back to the artifact conversation, I think the reason that the artifact stuff is so good in Modern is specifically the modular cards. Arcbound Ravager and Zabaz. So without those cards, I think it's not quite as good. But yeah, there's just like, I mean, there's a base, like you said, Steel Overseer, Stonecoil Serpent, Patchwork Automaton. But I think there's just not, I think it's not quite enough. It's close. I think they have Spell Pierce. I guess I'll play around Spell Pierce. They did show it to me last game. What was I going to say? We've played all in artifact versions, and it is nice because Agatha Soul Cauldron is kind of sick. Agatha Soul Cauldron is kind of sick with Steel Overseer. Like, that lineup is pretty good, so there's maybe something, but I think it's just missing a couple of pieces. And the other issue is that the artifact creatures past Overseer and Patchwork are all terrible. I guess Stonecoil too, but like, I'm thinking of Iron Apprentice. Like, that card's not very good. Yeah, you could play Stonecoil in this build. I don't think it would be terrible. What if I just didn't double spell here? I mean, I probably have to play the second Scales, right? It's just too good. It just deals them so much damage. Because, like, they're in a situation where if they don't block this, they can't win. Because if they don't block this, they can't ever push it. And I mean, even if they do block it, they push and take 9, you know? God, Heartfire Hero is messed up. Yeah, I agree. There's just not a lot of good 1-drops. I do agree with that. Alright, Dedge. We did it. We did it. We done did it. Alright, 1-1. We got hammered. Probably could have played the first match a little bit better. Alright, chat, it is about that time. I'm gonna head out for the night. I'm gonna stay in this league and we'll play the rest of it tomorrow. Because honestly, this version actually felt pretty good. And I think the big difference with this version for me is it has a better core of cards that are not involved in the scale stuff, right? Like, Thoughtseize, Bloodtithe Harvester, Agatha, Soul Cauldron, those are just good cards. And I think the big issue when we were playing the previous version, the Naya deck, where we were kind of more all in on the scale stuff. And I mean, this version, 2 matches, obviously small sample size, but this one felt good. And I think that there's maybe some things that are worth working on with this one. So chat, have a great evening. I will see you all tomorrow. And until next time, 07s, adios. Bye, chat. Bye-bye.